Okay, what is up, everybody? Excuse me. What is up, everyone? How's everybody doing? Hopefully you're doing well. Welcome to my first of 2 gameplay streams. Today's stream is going to be a little different. In fact, this is going to be, I believe, I could be wrong here, but I actually believe this is going to be the first stream that I'm doing making a pot of my homemade sauce. Since I have switched to my new method of streaming, meaning the more interactive stuff, where, you know, if you cheer, or you tip me, or you sub to the channel, you get that nice pop-up message on screen, and then I react to it, and, you know, I talk with you guys back and forth a lot of the times in the during the gameplay. It's really the first time since I am doing that method that I am doing a sauce day, alright? So allow me to explain what this means, okay, everyone? Well, it means that I'm making a pot of my homemade Italian sauce. And it took us about an hour to make. We do all these preparations. I have to chop up salt pork and simmer it and put some garlic and grind tomatoes and fry up, cook up some sausage. And once everything's in there, we put all these ingredients together and we get this pot of Italian sauce with meat in it simmering on the stove. It takes about 4.5 hours to cook. So, that being said, you know, I'm doing that right now. And it actually works out pretty well for streaming, because it allows me to just run down about every half an hour or so and stir it and season it and taste it and do all the things you need to make sure that the sauce is going well. I mean, yes, it is going to suck a little bit that I do have to do more frequent breaks. You know, typically when I stream, I don't take many breaks. I take maybe 1 break a stream. Now I'm going to have to be taking frequent breaks on today's stream. So just to preemptively warn everyone, alright, that's what's going to happen. So, every half an hour or so, excuse me, I'll be running downstairs to stir the sauce. But we're going to be playing Prey today. Yes, we're still continuing with Prey, alright? And, from what I'm to understand, I guess there are maybe like 3 major story segments left in the game, I believe. Someone was kind of alluding this to me yesterday. Because right now I'm actually in the life support area of the game. And I'm in this life support area, and I can't really seem to figure out how I can get into the final area with the reactor core and all of that. I don't think I can yet. I think that I actually have to advance the story in order to keep going. So what I think I'm going to do now is head back. If you remember, I wanted to go to the trauma center because I finally got the key card to open the pharmaceutical closet. So I'm going to go back and do that. And then I think I'm going to go into deep storage and we're going to go on with the story. Okay? Alright? So that's the deal. Prey right now on stream. How long will this stream go? It's going to go actually about the same length as it usually does. Usually when I stream my earlier streams, they go to around 4 p.m. Pacific time, right? This stream's going to go to about 4 p.m. Pacific time. So there is going to be a little bit less gameplay than usual, but that's okay. The sauce is going to be simmering all day, so it's going to finish roughly around 4:30, so I have to end then, so obviously the sauce doesn't overcook, okay? So that's going to be fun. Tonight I'll be doing more Persona 5, around 7:30 p.m. Pacific time. Persona 5, a 2-hour stream tonight, okay? And outside of that, we're playing it by ear. This is a more laid-back week where I'm just continuing on with all the current games. And I can't really promise you, oh, I'm going to be doing this on this date, because I don't know how much longer I'm going to be playing Prey. Once I finish Prey, I'm going to swap over to the Neo DLC. And I'm going to review Prey over on KO Gaming, so that's coming. Okay, and I think the review for Prey could be pretty interesting. I really like this game, but at the same time, there are some foibles with it that I feel that I should mention. Okay. Shout out to Panthers Are Hot, who did a 10-bit cheer, says, Sauce stream, still a boss stream, let's do this DSP. Thank you, Panthers Are Hot. Okay, folks, so that is the deal with today. So let's talk a little bit about everything that's been going on with me. Right now, I want to say 2 things. First of all, apparently some people cannot see the stream. There's apparently some people who are trying to see the stream, and it's not working. Oh, by the way, shout out to Edicus, who just did a 265-bit cheer. He says, rearing up to enjoy another saucy Prey stream. I'm happy to be the cheerleader. Long my reign, prosper, and here there are none more charitable than I. He was very regal in the way that he said that. Thank you, Etiquette. Appreciate that. First of all, apparently Twitch is having some problems today, folks. There's a few people right now, like Kushiakatori and also Zavon, who usually are regulars, and they're saying they're trying to watch the stream and it's just not loading for them no matter what they try. They're trying various browsers, they've tried clearing cookies, they've tried everything, and the stream will not show up for them. Now, I've also seen there's some people who are saying, no problems at all. We're able to see the stream, no problem. We're watching on the YouTube. One person said I was watching on the Twitch app. People are watching on their devices. I have the stream loaded on my laptop, and it's working fine. So it seems to me like it may be a regional server thing, which is the possibility. I mean, Twitch has regional servers, and I wonder if there's a situation with certain servers aren't working properly right now or something. I don't know, okay? I don't know how it works. I don't know the ins and outs of the technicalities of Twitch. So, for those who cannot see, I do apologize. I have no control over that. You know, all I could do is stream and hope that people can see and enjoy, right? Tantamouter just did a 55-bit cheer and says, it looks fine here, Phil. See? So you see what I mean? It seems inconsistent. It seems that for some people it's working and some people it's not. So I obviously apologize. But the thing is, I'm apologizing, and those who I'm apologizing to can't hear my apology because they can't see the stream. So it's kind of a double-edged sword. It kicks me in the butt, right? So that's number one, folks. Now, number two, a lot of you might not be aware of this. The last 2 nights that I've streamed Persona 5, I've had technical issues. And sadly, it looks like the technical issues may be that I'm being DDoS attacked again. From what I can tell, it looks exactly like what was happening in 2015 when I was being repeatedly DDoS attacked over a period of months. And what I mean by that is I'm live streaming, and then all of a sudden my modem goes bloop, turns off, and comes right back on, and then cycles. Now, typically when that happened, alright, what it means is that someone's sending a ton of data to my IP address, and it floods the modem and causes the modem to overload, which makes it reset. There's no protection against it. Alright, once someone has your IP address and does it, there's no way to stop it besides changing your IP address. It's the only protection against it, okay? Now, here's the thing. When I was getting DDoS attacked in 2015, there was evidence of it. I was able to go into my router, my modem, and go into the reports area of the modem. And in the reports area, it would have a data log, okay? And in the data log, it would say, oh, here's all the packets of data that attacked you from various IP addresses across the world. You'd be able to see that data. Okay. I've been checking at night when this is going on, and I'm not seeing that data. All I'm seeing is that my router is cycling, and it's saying that, assign new IP or whatever. Basically, it's showing a restart, but it's not showing that I'm receiving any data packets. Now, it could be just a fluke. It could be that for some reason, the router's not reporting or catching the data. I don't know why. Maybe there's a setting in there that I'm not aware of. I have no idea. Oh, shout out to Panthers Are Hot, who did another 10-bit cheer. He says, those who can't see or hear Phil aren't true believers. What? That's not right. Don't say that, Panda. That's not right. It's not their fault they can't see. They want to watch. Okay? But anyway, yeah, I don't know. I don't know what's going on. Here's the weird thing about the situation. Number one, it's only happened at night during the last 2 Persona 5 streams, okay? I've been streaming Prey all week and not had a problem. So I don't know why it's only happening during this time period. And by the way, it happens during the same time period between around 9 and 10 p.m. my local time is when it happens. So I don't know if it's actually DDoS attacks, all right? Or if it's something else. The weird thing about it, okay, is that I have 2 separate internet lines. And one is upstairs. It's the business line that I only use for uploading and streaming. That's it. It's the only thing I use that for. And then the downstairs line I use for everything else. So all of our wireless devices, our phones, Leanna's iPad, the internet downstairs, for example, for our live streaming for Amazon, for WWE Network. All that is on the other account on purpose so that it doesn't interfere with the business account, all right? That's why I purposely have them separate for that reason. The downstairs account has not had this issue whatsoever, and that is suspect, because typically if it were an issue, let's say it was an issue on the Comcast side, where the internet was blipping or going out, and maybe they were having maintenance, whatever it could be, it would be both. Both lines would go out. And that's happened. That's happened frequently since we've lived here. And, you know, that's a normal thing. Every once in a while, you're going to have the internet that's going to go down or whatever. Yeah, I don't know. What is this issue? The reason it's really suspect is that only the business line is being affected, okay? Very, very, very suspect, okay? Oh, shout out to the king, who just tipped me $50 and says showing support to the king himself. Thank you to the king who's tipped me before we even started here today. Thank you so much. Appreciate that. That puts us off to a good start before we've even started. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Awesome. Alright, so everyone, here's the deal. Here's the deal with what's going on, alright? It could be DDoS attacks. If it is, I have absolutely no idea how someone got my IP address. I have zero idea because I haven't used anything by which my IP can leak to my knowledge. You know, the last time that my IP leaked, it was because I was using IRC to chat. Remember, that was just when I had stopped streaming on Twitch and I jumped over to YouTube streaming, and so we had to make our own stream chat because YouTube stream chat is absolute garbage. And we were using you know, this IRC chat as our chat room, and that, unfortunately, without having different protections, gives away your IP address. Alright. So that being said, hold on a second. So that being said, I have no idea what could have given away my IP. Okay, none. I just got a $2 tip from Isaac Newton, and there was a link, and I'm not clicking the link because, by the way, folks, that's a way that you can leak your IP address. If you click on a link, and it's, let's say, to a certain website, and that website is logging IP addresses, then you could give away your IP. So I have no idea what this link is from this person who tipped me $2, but there is no chance whatsoever that I'm going to click it. Okay? So, yeah, I'm not sure. I honestly have no idea what's going on. Here's the deal, alright? Let's say, for example, this keeps going on. Well, what I'm going to do then, I'm going to do what I did last time. I'm going to contact Comcast, and I'm going to have them come with a new modem, because, by the way, Comcast modems are all screwed up. Comcast modems are actually automatically programmed to get the same IP. And I know that sounds really stupid, because when you restart a modem, you're supposed to grab a new IP address off the internet. That's just a natural way it works. It cycles and it's supposed to grab a brand new IP address. Comcast modems are actually hardwired and programmed to get the same IP no matter what. And I know that sounds stupid, and everyone I've told this says it sounds stupid. They don't believe me. It's absolutely true because we tested it 2 years ago when I was getting DDoS attacked. Myself and a Comcast tech tested it, and this is the case. Alright? So what I have to do is get a new modem completely, okay? We have to release, I believe what you have to do is release the IP address, or no, now I think I'm remembering. I think I have to connect both modems at once to the internet. And by connecting both modems at once, the two modems will grab two separate IP addresses. And then, since the new modem will obviously have a new IP address, then I could switch to the new modem and I'll have a new IP address. Because this is how I did it 2 years ago. I'd have two modems hooked up at the same time in order to get two separate IP addresses and then switch to the new one. It's a very complicated process, alright? It's very complicated, it's a pain in the ass, it's not fun, and it requires a tech to come out here and do a lot of work. So hopefully this is not the case. Hopefully maybe this is just a bad luck. A blip, right? Something that's not going to recur. Maybe it happened the past 2 nights, and it won't happen. I don't know. We'll see, I guess. But, sadly, this is happening. And it sucks. The situation sucks. Yeah, I hope that it doesn't happen during any of today's streaming, but we'll see. So, if it does happen, the reason I'm telling you this is I'm forewarning you. If it does happen, folks, typically the internet comes back up within, like, 2 minutes. So, if you notice my stream just conks out today, don't go running for the hills. Chances are the stream is actually going to get back. Okay? You just have to hang in there. Just refresh, wait a few minutes, refresh. I'll keep you in the know, no matter what. Even if all my internet goes out, I still have phone on my internet on my phone, because that's connected to a satellite, so I'll be able to tell you via Twitter what's going on. But the times that this has happened in the past couple of days, it's only happened to the upstairs internet. So I've been able to tell people in the stream chat, which is connected to the downstairs internet, what's going on. And I'm able to say, oh, here's the problem, you know. Yeah, I'll try to get it back up and running, all right? I'm hoping it doesn't happen today. You know, knock on wood. Fingers crossed. Unfortunately, it's not in my control. But I do know the solution. If it is what I think it is, and it is DDoS attacks, I can switch IPs relatively, you know, soon. Probably, or I'll try to get it done by next week, because for sure, I need this up and running by the time that Injustice 2 comes out, right? That would be terrible if Injustice 2 comes out, right? And, you know, then I can't stream it. That would really suck, because I know people want to be involved in the Injustice 2 streams. You want to see me play for the first time, especially in particular, launch day, that story mode. People love my coverage of the story mode of Injustice, right? And then, you know, go do different characters in training mode and learning their combos and stuff, and then taking them into the offline modes and then the online modes. Injustice 2 is going to be super hype, and I'm very excited for it. I hope you're excited for it too. And I want the streaming to work by then, so fingers crossed nothing else happens. If it happens, you know, and keeps happening consistently, then obviously we know what's going on, and I will contact Comcast. The good news is, I'm on Comcast's business plan. So as long as I contact Comcast and say, you know, this is an urgent matter that needs to be cleared up, usually within a day they have a tech out here, and I'll just tell them the situation. We need someone to bring a new modem. We've got to hook up 2 modems at once, you know, and go from there. And that should fix the problem. Okay, fair enough. Hopefully that will solve everything, but we'll see. We'll see, everyone. All right, anything else? I'm trying to think if there's anything else to talk about. Right now, everything is up and running now on YouTube, folks. Everything is good. We've got ads on all my videos on DSPGaming, so everything is back to normal. Everything that I play, I am archiving on DSPGaming like usual. You know, everything's good right now. And I'm feeling that if we can keep at a positive level, you know, moving forward, things should be good and, you know, smooth sailing. I won't have to worry about, you know, every day saying, oh, man, things aren't going so good, so, you know, you got to do this or that to help me. No, everything's, you know, right now everything seems good. Fingers crossed. Obviously, knock on wood. Fingers crossed. Don't want to jinx myself here, but everything's going fine, and no reason for me to do extended updates on everything. This weekend, I may be doing an episode of Hate Live. It all depends on how long Prey takes. If I finish up Prey sooner rather than later, then this weekend, one of my streams, either Saturday or Sunday, will be the return of Hate Live, where there's going to be tons of topics discussed, including gaming news, you know, current events, WWE news, because I've been watching wrestling, and I want to talk about that. A lot of people are interested in my thoughts about wrestling. I'm going to give the absolute full, detailed story of what happened in the past 2 weeks, my experience with attempting to get myself a better deal with a new network on YouTube, and how that did not work whatsoever. I will warn many of you to the kind of pitfalls of looking for that kind of stuff, and, you know, tell you the full story, because there's a lot of misinformation out there, completely falsified lies and just bullshit out there about, you know, the situation in the past week that's just not true at all. And I want to tell the absolute full story from start to finish of what happened with that, okay? So that'll be coming soon. That'll be coming maybe this weekend. We'll see, okay? Outside of that, I don't have much else to talk about. Right now, the patrons are nominating games for the upcoming Patron's Choice playthrough. Some interesting choices. You got Jack 3, you got Danganronpa 2, and then I see a lot of variety, like a lot of, you know, different games here or there that people are nominating. Of course, I don't know most of the games. Most of the games that people nominate for Patron's Choice, I don't even know what they are. So, looks like we'll have an interesting variety of games to be voting on. You know, it'll be the patrons voting soon. So, if you are an April patron, and you have not yet, check your inboxes on Patreon.com and respond so I can get you all anything you need, your upgrades or whatever, so that you can start nominating games as well, okay? Okay, outside of all that, folks, I'll just remind you, if you cheer, if you tip me, or if you subscribe to my channel today, while I'm streaming, you will get an on-screen notification, thank you, and I will give you a verbal shout-out. In fact, verbal thank you to Super Idol Nico, who linked to 2 YouTube videos, which I'm not going to click. Like I already said, I'm not clicking links. But that person tipped me $2, so thank you for tipping me $2. But obviously, I'm not going to click, and it's obviously a troll attempt. But yeah, you can get thank yous for any kind of participation here during the stream. In addition, you can pledge to my Patreon if you want to get in on monthly perks and or monthly events. I am working on what this month's event's going to be. The bottom line is the past 2 weeks have been so tumultuous for me with getting my YouTube channel, trying to set up with ads again and everything, that I just haven't had a chance to even think about Patreon, really. But I will have something set up within the next week or so. Probably next week when I'm doing Injustice 2, I will announce it, okay? Also, Leanna is having a sale, ladies and gentlemen, on the Black Currant, which is her business where she sells handmade glycerin soaps and wax tart melts. Yes, my fiance is having a big sale for the spring. Basically, she's trying to clear out some inventory, all right? So if you go right now to etsy.com/shop/the Black Currant, all right, you can save 20%, all right? 20% on any order by using the code MAYFLOWERS20. So the word May, the word flowers, and then the number 20. 20% off any order. You just got to put that code in at checkout, okay? So check it out. She makes handmade glycerin soaps and wax tart melts. It's really high quality stuff. It's stuff that I absolutely love. I only use it to wash. I haven't used anything but her soap in years. I mean, it's been, at this point, we moved here 3 years ago. I've been using her soap every day, and I used to use her soap when I lived back in Connecticut, too, for a while. So shit, I probably haven't washed with anything but Leanna's soap in a good 3 to 4 years. It's good stuff. It's good for your skin. It's healthy. It's much better than the stuff you buy in the store that a lot of the times they're not even qualified as soaps. Yeah, it smells great. She's got a wide variety of scents. Some of the ones I recommend would be some of the more male-oriented scents. All right. I think Bonsai is a good one. Kentish Rain, although I think she hasn't re-added that one to the store yet. I think she's going to re-add that one shortly. She's got some nice fruit flavors. Or there's orange, Fresh Squeezed Orange, I believe. And a few others that are really nice. You know, fruit scents, but also some nice kind of, you know, male-oriented, almost cologne-y-like scents, okay? So give it a look. It's good stuff. And also keep in mind she does wax tart melts. If you don't know what those are, it's a little cube of scented wax. And you put it in a wax tart melter, which you can get very inexpensively. We saw them around here for like $10 at local stores like Target. And it melts and it makes your house smell good. As opposed to a candle that you burn it and there's a flame, right? So now, especially if you have pets or something, there's a fire hazard. Oh God, the pet's gonna knock over the candle or get hurt or whatever, walk into it not knowing what it is. This wax tart melter is a lot safer, okay? Sound good? So once again, folks, the discount code that's going on right now for Leanna's shop is MAYFLOWERS20. The word May, the word flowers, and the number 20. All right, good stuff. And all right, here we go. Shout out to Panthers Are Hot again, who did another 10-bit cheer and said, "Don't be that smelly guy." That's right. Don't be the guy that walks in stanky. Wash your body with great soap. Sound good? No, The Secret Life of DSP. That is incorrect. That is not the code. he put the word flour like flour you bake with. The code is May Flowers, spelled like a flower, like the plant. Okay. I just typed the code into the stream chat. So MAYFLOWERS20. There's the code. There you go. Now I can't spell it out any better, right? Now that's a limited time only. That's only going to be good for a little bit of time here, a few days probably, maybe the weekend. So you got to jump on that. You got to place an order soon if you want to take advantage of 20% off any order on the shop. Okay? Sounds good? Now everyone's just trolling in the stream chat, but I typed the right one. Okay. Alright, folks. Alright, that's it for pre-stream. I'll end the pre-stream. Actually, I have to go... Today's a saucy Sunday, by the way. So I will have to go stir the sauce about every 20 to 30 minutes. It's been about 25 minutes. So right now I'll go stir and season the sauce, and then we'll get started with about half an hour of gameplay, and then every 30 minutes or so I'll have to run downstairs quick. But, fingers crossed, everything goes smoothly today. No issues with the stream, we'll see. But thanks to everyone who's already participated, and I will be back in just a moment with the booting up of Prey. In fact, you know what? Oh shit, I just remembered. Prey is super loud when you boot it. I will lower the volume significantly already. There you go. So when I boot the game, it won't be insanely loud. Alright, I'll be right back, everyone, and then it's time to start with Prey. See you in a moment. Okay, folks, I'm back. Let's get the show on the road. Hello. Let's boot her up. Remember, it's going to be super loud, but I lowered the game volume, so we should be okay. I'm not going to put my headphones on until I freaking get past the boot screen. I seriously have no idea why this game is so loud and how they can't... How do game developers not balance the audio properly? Like, you would think that's something that they would have perfected by now, right? But no. Every game I play, the volume's completely different. We have issues. Some games are like this. Why is the boot screen so loud and everything else is so low? And then the cutscenes in the game too. The cutscenes are insanely over loud, but everything else is like a low volume. Like, did they not test this? Okay. Oof. Alright, volume should be okay now. Alright, I can up the game volume. This should be alright, I believe. Apparently I'm recording, even though I don't know on why I am. So I'm going to click stop. Maybe I never stopped recording the pre-stream. Who knows?